So the Berserk Festival ESTAROSSA has been out for quite some time now, and we have made an absolute abundance of showcases on him and some of the different teams he can be used on. Granted, I haven't gone through all of the demons. Look, there is a crazy amount of demon characters when it comes to this game, and unfortunately I don't have all of them leveled up. I would like to be able to go ahead and showcase some of these rarer characters, the Red ESTAROSSA, you know, especially the Red Munspeed as well. He should be down here. Really cool character, has double AoE, which will work perfectly with the team. One of the main reasons why this Hendrickson is such a good unit. And then even outside of that, there are other teams you can use using the green Munspeed with Kyo, Ludocil, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like I have showcased majority of the super strong teams and built up, which are probably my top 5 favorite teams to use with the Festival ESTAROSSA. Now, not going to spoil any of the teams now, but starting off with a pretty classic one, of course, we are using the Sigurd melee combination. I might actually go ahead and swap off the Sariel here for someone else, that way we can get the extra debuffs from the green Sariel Grace, but going to be going over my top 5 favorite teams, and let's dive in. Before we actually go ahead and jump into the first match, might as well run over ESTAROSSA's skills if you guys don't happen to know what he does. The first card inflicts covert action damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. His second card inflicts flood damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. His ultimate, which we have 3 out of 6, decreases all enemies' attack and defense by 20% for 3 turns, then inflicts resonance damage equal to 456% of attack on all enemies. His commandment removes 1 buff applied to the hero when the hero uses a skill in PvP. And then last but not least, the passive. If an ally is demon or has a commandment, it inflicts damage on the enemy, applies darkness on the target. If the target has 4 or more darkness effects, additionally implies encroach for 1 turn, increases allies' basic stats by 5% for every darkness or encroach effect on the enemies up to 10 times. And once they get encroach, you'll see they are pretty much dead. Living look at the gear here, we are rocking the attack crit, and then the cosmetics are, I believe they're all maxed out now? Yeah, perfect, they're all maxed out now. Let's dive in. And only going to be showing 1 match per team, so hopefully we don't get any super bad matchups and I can kind of show off what each and every single one of the teams does. Coming up against a barn here to start it off, with the release of this Berserk ESTAROSSA, have not been seeing anywhere near as much of the barn team. Let's go for this here, throw out as many of these AoE cards out as possible. There's going to be so many debuffs on him, and with all the darkness debuffs we're going to have as well, coming back to our side, we'll inspect our team, see what their stats look like, and you'll see just how insane. This is one of the only teams in the game that can rival the stats of the Barn team. That and the Goddess team as well is pure insanity. The stuff this ESTAROSSA and the Goddess Ellie, or the Bloody Ellie, I should say, can do is insanity. Yeah, look at that, no damage to our trader melee. I would really like to go ahead and use Barn. It's been a hot minute though, that's for sure. With the Reinhardt coming to the game as well, super excited to try out that. Let's have a look at the ESTAROSSA. Yeah, an extra 100,000 HP, have a look at the melee, an extra 100,000, almost 20k attack. There's some good stats though, that's for sure. Unfortunately not an extra AoE card, however. If we go ahead and do that, that'll get you finished, and I'd like to believe I can one-tap the Sigurd with melee. There we go, now that encourage debuffs there, watch ESTAROSSA 500,000 maybe? A little short, but it's still some really impressive damage for a 1-star card. The team is just so insanely offensive. Absolutely love it. The guy Twiggo coming to the front with the Holy Relic. We should be fine at this point. There's not an awful lot you can do. Once you start getting those darkness debuffs out, it can be pretty hard to come back against this team. This is definitely my kind of archetype, the Bloody Ellie team. Although I feel like both the Demon team and the Goddess team at this point are both missing 1 unit to making them the best team, they both do a really good job. And I'd say they're probably the 2 strongest teams in PvP at the moment. The Ult Rush teams, and there's, you know, the Diane, Rimuru melee teams. They're all really strong at this point, but it's kind of hard to say which one's definitively the best. They'll have really good strengths and weaknesses, and PvP at this point in the game is kind of a match of scissors, paper, rock, getting good and bad matchups, all that kind of stuff. And a strong contestant for the best team, and actually getting a mirror match here. Honestly, I definitely should have swapped out my trader melee for the assault melee. He does work a whole lot better in this matchup. What do we want to go for? I'm thinking still go for double AoE with you, and then we'll go for the trader melee AoE. But yeah, definitely would have helped us having the assault melee. Honestly, even in the last match, the assault melee probably would have been a better pick as well. Gets a lot more from the amplify effect, and I don't know. I'll probably swap off the trader melee after this match, but you don't see a crazy amount of him nowadays, especially all of the ESTAROSSA teams using assault melee, because number one, he does synergize with the ESTAROSSA a little bit better. I mean, the ESTAROSSA's commandment is entirely made to make him not synergize well with Trader Melee. It's the commandment, the removal of the single target. The buff, sorry, from the single target card. Let's see. Definitely want to get rid of Melee, but not too sure if that's going to be the best bet. We can go 1, 2, and 3, why not? That'll get the encroach on everyone, then we're as good as it. That's why the team is so good. Guaranteeing yourself for those 2 AoE cards makes it so goddamn good. But oh well, we actually didn't kill the ESTAROSSA there. I'm really surprised. But yeah, the only thing is Hendrickson's stats are so bad, and you could look at it and say, oh, he's level 90, all that kind of stuff. He has 14% UARG. It's not completely 15%, and granted, I haven't maxed out all of his costumes, but even if you go ahead and put in all that effort, he's still not as good as he should be, that's for sure. If they went ahead and gave these all the character stats buffs, he could easily be the best ESTAROSSA team. They just don't want to do that for some reason. But I mean, look at this here. Let's go 1, 2, finish you off with the, go with the ESTAROSSA card. Try and give him some lifesteal. Could probably finish this match off with the Hendrickson ult. A really cool ultimate as well. I really like what they did with this Hendrickson. Unfortunately, a character that I don't have fully invested in. I didn't spend as much money as I do now on the game back when the Fest King came out, the one with the bear, but I'd like to have him a little more well. I think that's the only festival I have in the game that isn't fully max costume. I don't know, he felt like he fell out the meta the quickest, all that kind of stuff, and even though you could also say the same thing about Assault Melee, I feel like the demon characters are more fun in general. Let's go for this here. I believe this is a weak point single target. Yeah, look at that. Sick cut in as well from the final boss. One tap. Is it a final boss skin? And when using the Assault Mode Meliodas, I do like to use him on the HP crit set. I feel like giving him the extra HP is super necessary, and as long as he gets the crits, which, don't get me wrong, he doesn't have the greatest crit chance in the world, but he can still do though, that's for sure. It just works that tad bit better. That Froggen is really annoying. Why not? We'll go ahead and use the Dragon Claw, get it out of the way. Putting out the counter though is going to be really nice. He could potentially attack into us with Froggen and get my Chandler to kill him. It would be a massive brain move, but we'll see what he ends up going for. Wonder who he'd have in the back as well. Is that what he's going for? Is he going to try and end up killing himself? No, he puts up the reflect. Okay. Oh, hold on. We might get some. Oh man, his ESTAROSSA was doing no. Yo, Chandler. Excuse me. Oh no, Bray just killed himself. Oh, I didn't even have to. This is just game at this point. Well, I'm glad Chandler went as hard as he did. We didn't even have the Holy Relic for Chandler. He could be a whole lot stronger than he is right now. Probably, I've seen a whole lot of the top 100 players in PvP using this team with the Chandler. His Holy Relic pretty much being the same as the Terry one. Really good combination, but damn, a little unfortunate this match was over as quick as it was. When using Assault Mode Meliodas though, if you have him 6-6, maybe if you don't have him 6-6, especially now that he's not the main leader of the team, I'd probably advise going for HP defense, still HP crit, whatever you prefer. Helps out his CC a ton since he still doesn't have his 5th weapon. Who knows whenever that'll come. I think at this point I'm gonna go ahead and kill the Froggen. Why not? We can Dragon Claw the Zol just so he's not gonna get his ultimate effect off anyways. That's if Melee will even kill Froggen, goddamn. Yeah, it gets the ultimate and then we can put the block effect on him. Easy wins. He has so much utility and that's why he's so fun. Pretty much all of the units that have the block effect on them are so much fun, and starting off with the Mark II Valenti, she's by far one of my favorite units upon her release. That's what just S to tank this. Yeah, easy money. And although these teams haven't been in order, I'm definitely going to be saving the best for last. I mean, if you guys know who my favorite characters are, you'll know who I'm going to be using in this final team here. This is quite a scary matchup though. I mean, if we just go spam on the Brown Hut, she's definitely the one that we want to get rid of. Only the lifesteal. Does the lifesteal card? I couldn't imagine it. It doesn't do any damage, so I wouldn't proc the darkness, which is kind of a shame. That would honestly make this melee skill so much better if it did. Holy, the fact that you have to go for her first combined with the darkness proc she could get would be crazy good. But yeah, I don't know, man. This ESTAROSSA, he's probably the most anticipated festival in the game. People have been wanting a festival ESTAROSSA for so long, and I'm glad he's as good as he is. It was kind of the same situation with the barn when we got Purgatory Barn. We hadn't had a festival barn, let alone a good barn since Nunchuck Barn, and that was in what, the first couple of months, maybe even the first month of Global. So ages and ages ago. Let's go 1, 2, and then I might start attacking into the Sigurd. He'll be our next threat. But yeah, Barn being my favorite sin as well, I was so happy when he got a good character. Barn's still massively viable to this day. Excuse me, where did the debuffs go? Oh well, I'm throwing this, but we're still gonna end up winning, because this team here with the Ragnarok Diane, if you have her Holy Relic, my oh my, can this be a pain to deal with. Look at this guy, also has the Holy Relics for the 2 characters. Could not be me, man. I cannot be asked to grind Holy Relics. It's definitely something I should do, but I know we have the double drop event going on at the moment. I'm definitely going to try and get out my first couple of attempts of Skull and Hardy. Gonna try and finish that 3rd floor. Oh, look at how much HP you have. Oh no. Surely you're dead here. Surely, please. ESTAROSSA, finish the job. Oh yeah, no, she's a goner. She's a goner. Perfect. I did not want to have to take that all to the face. It probably wouldn't have done a crazy amount, but still, my pride wouldn't take it. Yeah, right after this, I'm probably going to end up trying to record the Skull and Hardy 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floor. I was giving the 2nd floor some attempts last night, which I usually don't even do, but I could tell the 2nd floor was definitely finishable. The first 2 phases, for some reason, seemed really difficult, but once I got to the 3rd one, I literally got mega shafted with, I'm not sure if it was Infect. I think I got super shafted with Infects, or I didn't get any heal cards for 3 turns, something like that, and ended up dying, but I was carving through them. Yeah, we'll get rid of you. Gosh, Moleskine being an absolute card magnet though. Yeah, I'll be keen to if I can actually start finishing those as well, because if I can start building some of the Demon Holy Relics and having them prepared for when they come out, that'll be perfect. Because man, Assault Melee gets his Holy Relic before he gets his 5th weapon, that would be hilarious. Oh my. Can't wait for ESTAROSSA to get his max cosmetics as well, and can actually get our first Ult of the video. Unfortunately not against a full set of enemies. We can kind of just give him the extra, give him a little bit of extra damage instead. That's how much he'd hit, but definitely glad I got him to 3-6 though. If you guys are wanting to run the ESTAROSSA, definitely try and push him to that 3-6. He gets the extra 20% down to defense. Really, really strong. 1.5 on just 2 opponents. It's insanity. And here we have it, our final team, actually going up against a really random team as well. The double stance, super fun. We have gone ahead and changed up the Nebula Soldier in the back to the the Ragnarok Barn, should I say. Let's see, we can get rid of Chandler right out the gates. That'd be perfect for us, and then we'll go for the Flood card. But I mean, Ludosio being one of my favorite characters, for that reason alone, is perfect. Look at us getting rid of, I really would have liked him to have killed Chandler there. We could have, I honestly feel like we could have one-tapped the Terry with the Flood card from ESTAROSSA, but man, Ludosio combined with the Trainer Meliodas Insanity, combined with all the passive support from ESTAROSSA, and the fact that he's also one of my favorite characters in the game, this team is perfect. And I'm super excited that we're getting a ReZero collab, because having all of the unknown characters come back to the scene, damn, Rimmer are so well designed. Absolutely love Rimmer, and it's a little unfortunate people won't be able to get a chance to use the character, maybe even potentially ever have them in their account, but there was leaks at one point of people or a Cusack being introduced with the exact same kit as Rimmer, and for good reason. It's such a well-designed kit. We're just gonna go full send on Terry. I didn't even care about the Gotha ultimate. However, if we were to go for Gotha with both of these attacks, we definitely could have get the job done there. I had full faith in ESTAROSSA. For some reason, like Vitamio instead. We'd probably do the type disadvantage. You think with the ult though, he'd still lock on. But there we go, 5 for 5 with my teams. If you go ahead and check the win losses though, I did lose one because I did the 6th match and forgot to change the team, so I just forfeited that one. But hey, still 5 for 5. The ESTAROSSA team is pure. It's so much fun, and if you guys missed out on ESTAROSSA, I really hope he comes back sometime soon, because I'd hate for you guys to miss out on being able to use him, especially in his relevance. Even though power creep is a thing and new demon character is going to come out, all that kind of stuff, even if he's the worst character in the front, the amount of stuff he does, same with Trader Melee. I cannot imagine Melee getting power crept anytime within the next year or two, but we'll just have to see how things go with the sheer insanity. When I was looking at the new ReZero character, the Reinhardt's kit, wow man, we're going to be progressing real fast. And I understand it's a PvP game, you got to, but goddamn man, really excited for that collab. But there we go, that just about does it for today's video. If you guys have any other teams that you thought might have been in the top 5, I am real sad that I had to leave out the Red Gloxinia team. Absolutely love that team, and the fact that it's the only demon team in the game, or the only demon in the game with the cleanse effect, it's a little unfortunate. Definitely the honorable mention of the video though. Same with the Monspeed, I really enjoyed using the Monspeed. Some of these other characters, using the Blue Demon melee when he exists, they both have the Pierce card. This one's just better. Red Zolge was a little lackluster, especially when he released. He was by far one of my favorite units. Using him with the Ladosia and the Halloween Gotha was super fun. I'd like to be able to use some of these units like the counter melee Galland and Red Monspeed, all that kind of stuff, but there we go. That just about does it for today's video. If you guys made it this far, let me know what your favorite team is in the comments below, but once again, that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button, subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.